How are you doing? I hope everyone's doing well and you had a great weekend. I had a very great weekend. I just had a good time, enjoyed myself, did a lot of hard work. Of course, weekends for me does not mean chutti. It means just some more and some different type of work. So yes, I did my work. I enjoyed myself. And of course, life goes on. So this is the start of yet another week. We are almost at the end of April. And guys, I hope you have started your CAT preparation. If you haven't, then there's lots in store for you at Unacademy. Let's listen to it a little bit. Let's learn and then we can get started with our session for the day. Alright, so CAT Iconic is our flagship program for CAT aspirants where you can block your notes now. Limited time offer है. क्या ऑफर चलता है, क्या अमेजिंग चीजें हैं आइकॉनिक में, लेट्स टेक अ लुक. सो ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव द GDPI वॉट प्रिपरेशन, you have one-to-one live mentorship, you have live doubt solving, you have test analysis, you have expert guidelines, you have community and all the benefits of plus guys. अब plus में तो बहुत सारे benefits already हैं. You have unlimited number of teaching hours, you have unlimited teachers, you have unlimited batches. There's more than 3,500 plus pages of notes that you will get. There are more than 50 mocks that you will get for CAT and OMETS. There are more than 60 sectional tests. There are more than 30 tests of GK. There are batch tests. There are topic tests. There's so many things that are happening in the plus courses also. So guys, what are you waiting for? Don't wait, hurry up. Let's get this show on the road. Alright, the plus subscription features, guys, like I said, there is lots that is happening. Unlimited access hai, interactive live session hai, structured courses and PDFs hai, live test and quizzes hai. There is open house, there is Unacademy community, there is raise a hand feature and ask a doubt bhi hai. So guys, there is so many things that are, out there for a plus subscriber. And iconic के लिए तो थोड़ा सा extra है ही. So please start considering your options for CAT 2022. Now Unacademy goal. You can achieve your CAT goal with a 20% off on all subscriptions from April 25 to 28. So आज 25th है, 25th to 28th. You can subscribe right away. Use code AbhiCAT Live and get this 20% off. New batches, master batch for CAT 2022 is an evening batch. It's starting on the 27th. And then guys, the mission CAT 2022 batch again is an evening batch. It's starting on the 27th of April. बहुत ही बढ़िया batches हैं, amazing features हैं. You can raise a hand. You have 50 plus full length mocks, 60 plus sectionals, 30 plus GK test, skill builder, batch test, and CAT classes to be concluded by November. Also guys, our Ask It Out feature is available for you guys on the website as well as on the app. Now what you have to do is if you have a question there you are stuck, all you have to do is click a photo of it, upload it to us, choose the language you want the solution in and then just send it. We will respond to you right away. You can ask up to 3 doubts at a go. You can get solutions in your preferred language, English, Hindi or English, and then request a review for your solution also. You feel there's a problem in the solution, go ask for a review. So simply click, crop and submit guys. That's all you need to do to get all your doubts sorted. The plus subscription fee guys is very simple. For a 1-year course, if you subscribe for a 1-year course and you take an EMI or a monthly, equated monthly installment, then it will cost you 2,067 for every month. Similarly, if you take a 2-year course, it will cost you 1,500 for every month. Now, don't forget that if you use AbhiCAT Live, you will also get a 10% off over this. So, if this fees is 24,800, so 2,480 minus karna, and that means 20,000 ho jayega, 22,000 ho jayega approximately, and then your fee will be calculated. Similarly here also 36,000 minus 3,600, so that will be around 3,200 something. My maths is bad, huh? So 3,200 something, 32,000 something, and then you calculate your EMI. So AbhiCAT Live use karke you will also get great off. So subscribe now. Also guys, our iconic subscription is available. You know that a 12-month subscription costing you per month 32.92 and a 2-year subscription costing you 2,500 per month. Remember, you have all the benefits of plus one-to-one live doubts, one-to-one live concept discussion, one-to-one live mentorship by top B school grads, and you can book these slots at your convenience. So this is an amazing feature that we have, guys. Whoops. All right, let's get started with our article for the day. We have a very lovely article coming up. Now, guys, remember to use AbhiCat Live to unlock and subscribe. You can connect with me on Telegram using AbhiCat. So that's very easy. Just go to Telegram, find AbhiCat, and you can connect. All right, here are our words for the day, guys. So polarizing. So something that is polarizing is very divisive. It will divide you into factions. So ye hum log hain, ye wo log hain. That division is called, something that causes that is the polarizing factor. Okay, narrative of course is story. The narrative that I want to send out is that I'm a very happy person. That's the story I want you to understand. I don't want you to see that I'm an unhappy person, I have a very sad life. No, the narrative has to be something. So that narrative, that story. Compromising of course means weakening, subverting, undermining. So when you compromise the strength of something, you're weakening it. Allegation of course is an accusation. So there is an allegation by someone, it is an accusation. Atoll is a small island in an ocean, that's called an atoll. Shoring up means strengthening. So you shore up by adding extra things. So you strengthen something by shoring it up. Wrangling of course is fighting. We are wrangling for control of the Indian Ocean, of the Pacific Ocean, of the Atlantic Ocean. It's not enough that we are controlling the lands. Now we want to control the sea also. We'll destroy the sea also systematically. We have already destroyed the lands. Factions of course are divisions. So here are your words. Somebody yesterday or day before yesterday was saying, ma'am, you don't give enough time to the words. So my fault. I will suggest that you view this section once again. Click a photo of these words or write them down in your notebook so you can connect with these words at least 3 or 4 times during the day. Also remember to read the article from your newspaper or from Aeon so that you can stay connected and you understand the words more in context. Here's our article for the day. Different narratives on India Maldives ties. It's not just a holiday destination, my friends. There is a lot more going on in Maldives for India. So yes, the Maldives government's decision to ban the India Out protests shows how the campaign, which started as an online protest by critics of the Ibrahim Solih government administration, has grown into a polarizing political issue in the Indian Ocean island nation with which India has deep ties. So India and Maldives have been traditionally very good partners, okay, but there was a previous government which really did not like India, which was very close to another country, China. And therefore, once they were voted out of power, they started this online campaign called India Out or Indians Out. Throw them out, okay. And this online campaign was gathering a lot of momentum. But then the government decided to ban it, the India Out protests. So there is a polarizing political issue. So it has become very divisive in the country itself, in Maldives. So people are either for the India Out campaign or against the India Out campaign, but बहुत division हो गया है. So that's the story. Very interesting, huh? The campaign, which remained a fringe protest. Fringe means on the side. Okay, it was an outlier. It was on the outlying suburbs. Protests in the initial years gained currency. Gained currency means became important. Okay, it became very important late last year after former president Abdullah Yamin took it over. So pehle it was a very sidey protest, but then previous president Abdullah Yamin kind of gathered it together and said, okay, I'm going to push it. And then when he started pushing, it became a rage. Mr. Yamin, who served 2 years in jail after losing power in 2018, wanted a strong political narrative to make a comeback. So see, now Mr. Yamin wants a story, wants something that will let him come back to power. So what better than India Out? Particularly as the country heads to its presidential election in 2023. So they've got an election coming up. and Yamin wants to come back to power. Critics termed the Soli administration a dash of New Delhi, accusing it of allowing an Indian military presence, thereby compromising the country's sovereignty, an allegation the government has repeatedly denied. So, of course, the critics of the Soli government, the current government, are saying that they are probably something related to New Delhi. They're very close to New Delhi. And they've also accused the fact that Maldives has allowed an Indian military presence there. Okay, the government is denying it altogether. Mr. Yamin has organized several political rallies, openly attacking the government's ties with India. So, Yamin is attacking, okay. He's saying that it is not good that their country is having a strong tie with India. When Mr. Yamin was in power, he was largely seen as a friend of China. So here is the problem. Who's going to be Mr. Big Brother in Maldives, China or India? So Yamin has close ties with China, Soli has close ties with India, and that is what is happening. His government's ultimatum to India to withdraw 2 of its helicopters from 2 atolls had triggered tension. So there are 2 small islands near Maldives. So the government asked the Indian government to remove the helicopters from those atolls. But relations between the 2 countries improved remarkably after Mr. Soli's Maldivian Democratic Party came to power in 2018. So when they came to power, relations bettered. President Soli adopted an India first foreign policy. So they started giving a very, a priority to India. They said, okay, India comes first, India is important. In the past 4 years, India has emerged as the Maldives' main security and economic partner. So in the last 4 years, we have become very important. We are providing security and economic strength to the country. Committing $1.4 billion towards its socio-economic development need. So they have put in, India has put in a lot of money. In February 2021, it signed the Uthura Thila Falhu UTH Harbour Development Deal with Male to develop the National Defence Force Coast Guard Harbour. So they said that they will help, India will help the National Defence Force Coast Guard Harbour. They will help to create it. The Yamin camp stepped up its attack on the government after this deal. So Yamin camp started, attacking the current government even more after this deal. India has historically played an important role in the Maldives as a friendly big neighbor. So we've been that. But China's rise in the Indian Ocean region has raised the strategic profile of this small import-dependent nation. So because China wants to rule over Indian Ocean and they're trying to do that, you remember we talked about that ring around India that China is building. Now because of that ring, they have realized that Maldives is precious and important and strategically very important to China. Therefore, China wanted to get into Maldives, and that they did through President Yamin. Unfortunately, President Soli has kind of pushed China out. So therefore, the strategic profile of Maldives has gone up. It has become very important. Otherwise, it was just a random holiday destination for the film stars. So this island nation of 550,000 people where both countries vied for influence. They're fighting. Vying means to fight. So India and China are both fighting for influence over Maldives. Now, while Mr. Yamin is trying to regain his lost support by shoring up Maldivian nationalism and anti-India sentiments, the MDP is trying to counter it with another nationalist narrative. So both parties trying to say, oh, we are more national, we are more about the country. It argues that ties with India, the closest big neighbor of the Maldives, is important for the country's security, including food security. So what Maldives, the MDP is saying is that we need India because for the food security and other types of security, India is best positioned to provide that. While these two narratives would clash in the coming election, India being the center of the political wrangling, India is at the center of all of this, would find itself in a difficult situation. India ke liye dikkat hai. Victory is not guaranteed for the MDP. So it's not necessary that they will win, which faces anti-incumbency problems. So Obviously, every government faces the anti-incumbency problems except Mr. Modi. And differences between Soli and the powerful former president Mr. Mohammad Nasheed. So there are differences between these two guys. If it loses, if MDP loses, India risks losing the influence it has built over the last few years. We have put in a lot of money in Maldives. The same thing that happened in Afghanistan, because we had put in a lot of money in Afghanistan, but the Taliban took over. We lost all our influence. Now again here also, if the MDP goes out of power, India has put in a lot of money, it will lose that influence. The challenge before India is to build closer ties with all political factions of the Maldives while helping the country meet its economic and security requirements. So it is our job to make sure, it is India's job to make sure that both the factions stay close to India so that India does not lose out on its influence, on its close ties, and also the money it has spent on Maldives. Very interesting. And of course, we want to go for a vacation to Maldives. So let's be very closely friends with Maldives. Let's get into a no visa kind of a thing. I wish it was there. We just run off to Maldives for a vacation. All right, what is the main idea of the passage? China is deeply involved with Maldives. India must build relations with all parties in the Maldives. Maldives is strategically important for India, or India and Maldives are close associates. Come on, guys. Good morning, everyone. Archit, Dishani, Anjali, Yash, Roosters, Yogesh, Pankaj, Shubham, Trishila, Satun, Preeti, Amandeep, Swati, Naveen, Sharanya, Gaurav, Garv, Srishti, Swayashi, Rohit, Anurag. Wrangling means fighting. Let's get your answers. All right, so clearly India and Maldives are close associates. Yes, we've said it, but that was not the main idea. So eliminate. China was not really relevant here. Let's eliminate. So the answer has to be between B and C. Now understand that Maldives is strategically important for India, that we have said. But given that Maldives is strategically important in India, what did the writer say? So the writer has said that India must build relations with all the factions in Maldives so that we don't lose out on our investments, because Maldives is important to us. So this is one of the key points of the passage, but is not the main idea. The main idea is that we as Indians must build relations with all the factions, whether it is Soli, whether it is Yamin, whether it is Nasheed, whoever. So that's something that we have to take care of. All right, guys, I hope everybody has liked the session. Have you? If you haven't yet liked it, please like it, guys. You know your likes make my life. Here's the next question. Meantime में like भी कर दो और इस question को answer भी करो. So each of the following must be true except. So Yamin has served 2 years in prison. MDP came to power in 2019. Soli government has an India first policy. And China was friends with the Yamin government. Let's take a look. All right. So Yamin has served 2 years in prison was mentioned to be true, so cannot be my answer. China was friends with Yamin government was mentioned to be true, so cannot be my answer. Soli has an India first policy is also mentioned to be true, so cannot be my answer. MDP came to power in 2019. Here is what we call a distortion. Guys, remember, a distortion is when just one word, one fact, some random word has been changed, and therefore you feel that the answer is right, but you miss out on the exact answer. Okay, so therefore B is the one that's not true, that's the one that's false, and therefore guys, B is the correct answer. I do see a lot of you have got B as the correct answer. Yes, 2018. Yes, Garv, thank you. Thank you, Gar, for telling us, yes, it was 2018 that the MDP came to power. Absolutely. Describe the tone of the author. Here you are. His government's ultimatum to India to withdraw two of its helicopters from two atolls had triggered a slew of statements from both countries. Is it angry? Is it factual? Is it apprehensive? Or is it regressive? Yep. The correct answer here, his government's ultimatum to India to withdraw two of its helicopters from the two atolls had triggered a slew of statements. So there were a number of statements from both sides. Now, can I say it is regressive? No. Regressive means very orthodox, very narrow-minded. So we're not saying that. Is it angry? Not really. We don't know if the author's tone here in this line is angry. Is he being factual or apprehensive? Apprehensive means he is afraid. But does the writer appear to be afraid in this, that because the government's ultimatum to withdraw the two helicopters kick-started a slew of letters or statements from both sides? So there were many statements from both sides. So this is also not apprehensive. So best choice we have is factual, guys, because it does give you data that number of letters came in from this side, that side, this side, that side. Okay, so factual. All right, here's your next question. It's a structure question. There are two statements. You have to identify what is the cause, what is the effect, and such like things. India has always been friends with Maldives, and China has increased its presence in the Indian Ocean. Why? What is the relationship? Are they both cause effect? Are they both effects of a common cause, or are they unrelated? Very lovely questions these are. Waiting for your answers. Yes, both these statements. If I ask why has India always been friends with Maldives, you will not get B as your answer. And if I ask why has China increased its presence in the Indian Ocean region, again you will not get the fact that India has always been friends with Maldives as the answer. So A and B we can eliminate. Are they both effects of a common cause? If I ask why has India been friends with Maldives always, I will get my answer as because they are strategically close to each other, locationally close to each other, historically and geographically close to each other. So that. Why has China increased its presence in the Indian Ocean region? Because China feels the need to contain India in the ocean also, or feels that its expansion has to happen like that. So therefore both of these are not effects of a common cause also, and that's why D, yes my boys and girls, is correct. Both of these are unrelated. All right, let's go to the vocabulary question. Here you are. So the critics term the Soli administration a dash of New Delhi, accusing it of allowing an Indian military presence, thereby compromising the country's sovereignty, an allegation that the government has repeatedly denied. So is it the progenitor of New Delhi? Is it a hegemon of New Delhi? Is it a puppet of New Delhi? Is it an ecclesiast of New Delhi? Come on, guys. Everyone, please make sure that you have hit the like button. What the critics have been accusing the Soli government is of the fact that it is acting at the behest of the Indian government, or it has become a puppet of the Indian government. So yes, the correct answer is C. Progenitor is a parent, he who gives birth to the progeny. Remember, pro means for or future, and gen means birth. So progenitor is a parent. Hegemon is a ruler. So nobody has accused India to rule that. And ecclesiast is someone who's very involved in the church. Okay. So therefore none of those. So puppet is the correct answer. Very good, you guys. Good job. All right, let's get your scores in very quickly. Guys, today we have a special class where we will be discussing CAT again in detail. We are doing a lot of these special sessions where we are talking about CAT. I will cover a few past year questions, and of course the quiz will be from these past year questions. So do join in at noon for the quiz, for the questions, and for a little bit more information about CAT. Your scores. Puppet means someone who dances at your tune. A puppet is a doll that you can move according to your choice. Okay. Let's get your scores. Rohit has a 4 on 5. Very good. Archit has, Anjali has 3. Amandeep has 3. Harsh has 3. Archit has 3. Yash has 3. Dishani has 3. Today you've got a lower score, all of you. Yesterday, day before yesterday was much better. Roosters has 4, Preeti has 3, Swati has 3, Garv has got a 3, Shubham has got 4, good. Yogesh has got 5, good job. Shubham Sethi has got 5, good job. Naveen has got 5, yes, you rock, Naveen. Sharanya has got 4, very nice. Anamika has got 4, very good. Satun has got a 4, very good. Jaspreet has got a 5 on 5, very good. And Aman Shukla has also got a 5 on 5. Very good, you guys. That's a good job. That's a really good job. All right, guys, remember to hit like, share, subscribe, and the bell icon. Of course, that's very important. And as well, guys, remember to use my referral code AbhiCAT-live to get a 10% off on all Unacademy courses. Remember, from the 25th to the 28th, there is this amazing new offer of Gold 20, which you can, so you are getting a 20% off, which you can avail by using my referral code AbhiCAT-live also. So if you want to subscribe, just subscribe within these 3 days. 20% off bhi mil jayega bhai. तो इसलिए फटाफट से सब्सक्राइब कर लो. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I hope you have a nice day. Remember, classes today at 4 p.m. CR and at 8:30 p.m. we've got a test in the intermediate VRC course. So do make sure you're coming in. It's going to be some fun. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Adios, mere amigos. Hasta la vista.